Hi guys! Hi. Hello. Hi, hi. Hi Andy! Today... Wait, is chat showing up? Please? Chat should be showing up. I think it's taking a second. Hopefully it's just taking a second. Or is it? Chat box, hello? I know sometimes it takes a little bit for the chat box to kind of wake up. I'm gonna cry if it doesn't show up. I'm gonna be like, no! How am I supposed to know what people are- Oh, there it goes. Okay, I was about to say, like, how am I supposed to know what people are saying? Okay, let me put you guys right here. Actually, no. Right... Right there. Perfect. Hi, playing Monster Hunter G with Samatamo. Alright, that's fine. Go ahead. You know, oh my god, I can't talk. my mouth is a little like, because I had a lot of matcha to drink today, and I don't know if you guys drink matcha, but like it's a very dry-ish type of drink, and so all day today, like my mouth has been kind of like tired from like creating saliva essentially to keep it, you know what I mean, to keep it moist. I don't know if that makes sense, but my mouth is like sore a little bit from it. And today was kind of a busy day at work a little bit, so I was just like, I don't know, all day today I've just been a little tired, but you know, I should be fine for today's stream and everything. It might be, to be honest, a short-ish stream, maybe like an hour, but I always say that. I'm always like, I'm just gonna be streaming for like an hour, and then I stream for like 4 to 5 sometimes, or 3 to 4. But yeah, Raven, if you're I can't fucking talk, Jesus Christ. If you're gonna be playing with someone else, I hope you have fun, and I hope you win your games. I hope you kill the monsters. Are you a vampire therapist or a vampire therapist? I'm both. I'm a vampire therapist and a therapist for vampires. William, hi Rena. What if a client sucks your blood? What if you ate garlic? Well, it's so I don't think you were here for the last few games. But for the essentially for here, let me go here. Actually, never mind. Oh, the music's a little loud on my side. That's okay. But the premise of the game is basically I'm a cowboy vampire, and I know some psychology. And so this cool vampire in Germany was like, hey, you kind of know some vampire psychology. You should come be a therapist. I'll teach you more about psychology. And I'm like, whoa, okay, cool. And so I'm kind of like his apprentice, essentially, in becoming a therapist for vampires. So it's like, you know, as a vampire myself too, I'm also like learning about psychology and then passing down those skills and things like that, you know. So it's cool. It's a really cool premise. I really like it. We actually gotta capture it this time. Oh, so you're. Well, I guess you can still hunt and capture, huh? I would say like, so you're not hunting it, but like, wait, no, I guess you can still hunt, capture it. I don't know many monsters in Monster Hunter, but they're all super cool. Genuinely, like, the designs for all the monsters are like super sick. I've always been tempted to play it, but I just never know which one to play. And then I don't know if it's quite my gameplay style, but I've been really tempted to play it before. Stream longer, please. I have no life. I'll see how long I can go for the stream today. It depends on how tired I end up feeling. Just because I was so tired at work, my body was so sore, and I was like, ugh. I do a little office job, so I'm just kind of sitting all day, and while it sounds like not bad to sit all day, it's like annoying because your body also doesn't get a lot of movement, and so you have to kind of like keep standing up and like move around and everything. And sometimes I get so antsy. Sometimes I'm sitting and I get so antsy, and I'm like, I need to do something, I need to move, I need to, like, you know, something, right, you know? So we'll see how I do today in terms of like how long I stream. My cat's here. Sorry, she like came up to me for pets. But yeah, I forgot where we left off in the game. The last thing I remember the person I was talking to is the British guy who has basically a Jekyll Hyde situation going on. But I don't remember if we talked to anyone before that or after that. I think we did. I think we had one other person. Oh, I think it was the Italian lady. I think the Signora, I believe. I might be wrong, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we end up doing this time. Okay, let's see. I almost deleted that save file. I would have cried. Osa, low-key, you're in my way, and I need you to move. I feel so bad, like, shooing away my cats a little bit so I can play games because they just want love and attention. But you know, I'm like, babe, I'm working. You gotta move, you know? Samuel, greetings. I believe you are seeing our actor friend, are you not? Oh, I fucking hate this dude. I mean, the actor guy was like not bad, but he was so fucking annoying. I just was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I guess so. I still ain't sure I'm the right therapist for that fella.
There may not be a right therapist for him, but let us think positively. He has put himself in your care, and that is a tremendous step.
I don't know if that I don't know if therapist is really doing anything for him, not gonna lie. I remember the fucking actor guys. He just, I don't know, he's in his own world. I think he just needs to be medicated or something. I don't know, like he's like weird.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm thinking it's gonna be an uphill battle though.
At least his core distortion is clear, don't you think? You know what it is, I am sure.
It's, oh fuck, what was it? I think it's personalization. I think if I remember the guy's deal.
It's personalization, right?
Of course, a distortion.
Oh my god, I'm so smart. I remember.
Tendencies.
Yep, it's the Edmund Keane show all day, every day.
I recognize your disdain, but pause a moment. It must be difficult for Edmund to make everything all about him all the time, don't you think?
Would it be well, I guess it could technically be difficult because you have to do a lot of mental gymnastics. If you're gonna be a narcissist, right? I guess you have to really like imagine yourself in every situation that comes up, right? I guess.
He doesn't have to make everything about him, though.
He doesn't know that. Keep digging, Samuel.
Are you Sam? Yeah, we're Sam. We're the cowboy. And then Andrew Machos, or I think we call him Andy. He's the guy who is like the, I don't want to say like head therapist because it's just the two of us, but he's like the dude teaching me like how to be a therapist and also like about like therapy tricks and things like that, you know? So it's kind of cool. Yeah, so he's the one that's kind of being like, well, you should do this, or think about it in this way, think about it in this light, you know, kind of thing. He's really cool. I really like him. And then you hear like this like cool club music because he actually owns a club that's like right downstairs. So while we're doing therapy up here, people are like jamming out downstairs.
Choose your distortions well.
Let me see. Fuck, what are you? I forgot what this guy. Oh, like this guy just has so much going on with him. I think he does a lot of overgeneralization, if I'm right. I think Nosferatu thinking. Control fallacy and labeling. I might be wrong, but if I remember him, I think it's this.
I think I'm all hosted up now.
Is he gonna turn you into a vampire? I'm already a vampire. Everyone, all the characters in this are vampires, except 3 characters that are reoccurring. But basically, everyone we deal with is like a vampire. So like, yeah, I'm a vampire. He's a vampire. The people we're therapistizing are vampires.
Very good, Samuel. I wish you patience and compassion. Good luck.
Me working up the courage to open my door, knowing full damn well I left the. Huh?
See you later, Andy. All right, now what did Andy teach me? Breathe.
Breathe.
I think I'm ready. Right on time. I think I hear him coming.
I don't want to deal with this guy.
Hey, Edmund, good to see you. How you been feeling these past few weeks?
Empty, my dear boy. Empty. I am but a vessel made for a single purpose. But alas, and alack, that purpose is in supply most rare.
What the hell?
You mean acting, right?
Aye, that's the rub. Acting, my dear boy. Acting. My thespian blood goes rancid with stagnation, and the only cure seems to me irreprehensible now. I do not wish to face these mortal directors, for they dare to tell me my art.
Bro, they're directors. That's what their job. Literally, their job is to direct you. You are an actor. Be happy. Be happy with what you get.
Ain't that what directors are supposed to do?
Oh, my dear boy. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them.
Not pale, but human skin tone. Yeah, they're not all like monstrous looking. Like they do have kind of like different, not I want to say forms that they take on, but they do have like if they get pushed to the limits, like in the sense of like they get really upset or really sad or something, their face does, you know, they do look a little more stereotypically monstrous, right, type of thing. But no, they all look generally human for the most part. Which I guess would make sense, right? Like if like how would you know someone's a vampire? Like, or if vampires are real, right, modern day and everything, if vampires were real, like we would have known who's vampire if they're like super pale type of thing, right? But so yeah, like everyone looks kind of normal here, right? Nosferatu mindset. I'm trying to remember what Nosferatu mindset is exactly. If I remember right, I think it's like, oh, what is it actually? It's not being a monster. It's, how do I check the, where's my book? Let's see. Oh wait, his file got updated. Hold on. Session 2. We really got into it in the Signora's family issues today, and there's a lot of them. Oh, this is the wrong person. This guy. Here. Let me go to cognitive distortions. Let me think. Nosferatu. Sometimes things can seem black and white. Win or lose, famine or feast, live or die. Like everything's a big showdown. It can feel like we got only two options. Win in the day or ending up with a stake in the heart. That's Nosferatu thinking. It's thinking the extremes and ignoring all the in-betweens. We stress ourselves out. We stress ourselves. Oh my god, I can't talk. We stress ourselves out when stakes are high. Examples. If I can't get the best saddle, my butt's gonna break. Ain't no doubt. Either I show up ready to win the rodeo, or I better just not show up. The fate of the Wild West is hanging on this gunfight. You know, so that's what Nosferatu thinking is. Basically like to both extremes of like the good and the bad, you know, type of thing. I fucking love acting, but I can tell Andy and Edmund apart, you know, so you can tell if they're on the son of fucking die.
No director can thrust greatness upon the already great. In mine own case, mine greatness hath already been achieved.
Bro, no, you're fucking... I hate this dude so much. He's so annoying. Like, this is one of those situations where, like, if you're a therapist, you can't tell your client you don't like them, you know, because your job is to, like, help them. And this is why I'm like, oh, I can never be a therapist. Because, like, as much as I would, like, if I ever got into, like, psychology or anything, right? Like, as much as I would love to help out, like, people, there's some people where I'd be like, no, you're fucking stupid. You're wrong. This is no actor. I think this is either overgeneralization or control fallacy. But I'm gonna say overgeneralization because I think he's talking about directors as a whole. What? No.
There is no room for improvement in Edmund at all. Is he truly perfect? I'm going to make an educated guess and say that this is untrue.
No director can thrust.
Is he what? Is he?
Great. In mine own case, mine greatness hath already been achieved.
Is he labeling? I don't think he's labeling. He's not quite saying anything about himself. Oh, he's not quite calling himself a name. Is it labeling?
There is no room for improvement.
Is it Nosferatu thinking?
Nobody's saying
Oh,
you're
it is.
great,
Okay.
Andy. You're talking in extremes. If every actor's
Last
awful
hunt
or
for the day.
perfect, what the
Have a
heck's the
good
director supposed
or
to do?
have a good hunt. Good luck on your hunt. There we go. I was like, what do people say for Monster Hunter? When I say you're great, Eddie, you're talking in extremes. If every actor's awful or perfect, what the heck is the director? Exactly. Say your truth, King. I can't fucking talk today.
A most unenviable position, to be sure. I have directed, and did find it most odious. Indeed, a great actor can make the less talented seem even smaller.
I don't know. I feel. Oh, I just don't have anything good to say about this guy.
Well, you get it. All the director's doing is making sure everyone's doing what they're best at, right? That ain't saying you ain't great.
I suppose, but it is most frustrating when I know best.
But it's most frustrating when I know best. That's me at work when people ask me stupid questions, and I'm like, God.
Well, maybe you can help me understand a little better. You said that greatness was thrust upon you, right?
Oh, whoops, I did not mean to click that.
Curious to hear what circumstances created this actor non pare. I cannot blame you.
Yeah, I want to know what the fuck is wrong with you. What? Can you tell me the exact date you hit your head hard enough to have all these delusions?
Well, recounting such a history will please me indeed.
Yeah, buddy?
I first rattled the foundations of the stage as a mere babe. Indeed, too young for memory, and yet old enough to command attention.
What the hell, bro? That's just called getting attention as a baby. Maybe he got too much attention. He should have, like, he should have just been ignored more as a kid, maybe.
Clad only in swaddling cloth
Oh!
at the age of 4, I was Cupid himself. But my arrows seemingly went astray, for the entirety of the audience fell in love with me.
You know, I just kind of remembered something about this guy. I remember, I don't think it was the last episode. It was whenever the last time we fucking talked about this guy. I remember I, like, tried to psychoanalyze him a little bit. Like, so my conclusion of why he's the way he is, I think if I remember what I had said was that I believe that at some point he failed, like, hard, whether it be like he failed at, like, whatever the magnitude of the failure he had, whether it had been like a small addition or like trying to act the initial lead or whatever the case is. I feel like he must have failed in to some degree, to some magnitude, that he found that personally himself. I think he took that very personal, and he was really wounded by, like, that failure. And the next time he succeeded at something, I feel like what happened is he failed at one thing and then immediately succeeded in the next try or in the next time he did whatever he was doing, right? I feel like his success, like, people probably praised him a little too much, maybe, that when he succeeded, and that praise got to his head really fast, you know, because I feel like for you to have these kind of, like, because I feel like a lot of this is coming out as a defensive way. I don't think he is intentionally trying to come off this in an offensive way, which is kind of how it looks like right now. And I mean it offensive, like, in the sense of, like, where he's like, I'm a go-getter, you know, I'm the one that's making this play work, I'm the one that's carrying all its weight, I'm the one, like, you know, as offensive, quote unquote, as it's coming off as, for, you know, of, like, how active he is in this role of his delusion. I think a lot of it is coming out as a more defensive role of himself, where he's trying to defend himself, like, his emotion and mentality, from feeling like a failure, from feeling like he's not important. Like, this is all more like a defensive tactic for his brain, and it might be an easy way for him to what's the word? It might be an easy way for him to rationalize, like, things that have happened to him by making it easier to point of, like, oh, I wasn't being a bad actor. It was the director that was being bad because I'm a perfect actor. I can't do any wrong, right? I feel like that's kind of where this is coming from. I mean, who knows? He's saying how he's saying how he got a bunch of attention when he was a kid. So maybe he really just has been getting, like, only attention as a child, like, as a I don't know, like, who knows? We're gonna get more into his backstory, right? But so maybe he truly was just given too much attention when he was young and everything. But I have an inkling that the reason why he's the way he is might be more because of a traumatic memory of failing or doing bad or not being up to par to his standards. And this is coming out more as a defensive tactic versus, like, an active offensive tactic. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense or not. But I remember now that he's talking more, now that he's fucking saying the stupidest shit ever, I'm starting to remember a little more of, like, my conclusion to this guy. Kiayama, do you why all that stuff? Wait, what? Kiayama, do you why all that stuff that kills vampires? Huh? Yeah. Hi, Fru. How are you doing? Thank you for coming thank you for popping in. I'm psychoanalyzing vampires and all their flaws, just put it lightly. It's all projection. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's, like, projecting hard, but basically, like, I don't know what the fuck his deal is, but, like, I need it to stop. I need him to be mentally well.
It is the stuff of legend. For tender as my mind was, I could not bear witness to my own greatness. But it does prove that I was indeed born great.
Oh.
But you said greatness was thrust upon you.
I can't stay long, but I hope it's fun. Thank you. It's okay. Just seeing your name is always nice. So, but thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Don't know why. Sorry, I can't fucking type. Oh, do you know why? I can't fucking type. I know the reasoning for most of the vampire stuff. Like both. I know the reasoning both like mythology wise and also like logically wise and everything too. When I was like in middle school and like high school, I got really low key. There was a point where I got really into like vampire biology of like I would read articles of, like obviously like amateur, not 100% like really accurate articles, but I remember I'd read a lot of articles of like people trying to explain like why vampire biology most likely works the way it does type of thing. And I don't know, I always thought that was really cool, you know, and it kind of explains like, oh, maybe this myth could tie into this and that. And I also watched a lot of documentaries explaining like the mythology of vampires, like how it came about, why people had these theories, why, you know, people thought that someone was going to come out from the coffin and, you know, go like, I'm going to suck your blood, you know, that whole thing. So I don't know. I feel like, I mean, I don't know. Is it not normal for a girl to like vampires? We love psychoanalysis. Freud time. Yeah, exactly. Low key, I feel like if I didn't become an art major and if I wanted to do something a little more like logic based, I think I would have became like a therapist or some sort of like I would have probably gone my psychology degree or something. I've always really liked psychology.
It was a matter of necessity. You may not guess it from my gentle speech, but I am no lordling.
Howdy chat crew. We talking about Kiayama's oh, if only vampires would bite me face. No, shut up.
Selfishly, and surely to spite me, my father shuffled off his mortal coil when I was but a babe in arms, ere I ever graced the stage. It left my mother and myself in dire straits.
Oh, okay, wait, so we are getting to some trauma. His whatever the fuck is wrong with his brain is related to some trauma. We're getting to it. And we can tell because his eyes are getting all like vampiric. They're getting all like rah. This is personalization. Because it's not like I highly doubt his dad like, you know, deleted himself because of his son. I highly doubt it. So I'm pretty sure it is a personalization.
Hold on a sec. You said your old man died selfishly. Well, what do you mean?
Well, what kind of a father drinks himself to death when he has a beautiful baby son at home?
Oh, okay. So, he has daddy issues. Oh.
I at least waited until my son was older before I did the same.
Oh. The cycle of, what is it? The cycle of, not abuse, but is it the cycle of neglect? The cycle of, is it abuse? You know what I mean? The cycle of being a bad father.
Eddie, come on. Listen to yourself. I'm sure you didn't die to spite your son, just as your pa didn't die to spite you. I ain't gonna deny his choices hurt you, but they weren't all about you.
Forgive me then. 'Tis ever the fate of an actor to feel every emotion more keenly. The situation my mother and I were left in was most precarious. We were the lowest of the low, you see. We lived in the rookeries and begged for our bread.
Skill issue.
He that hath wit must make content with his fortune's fit. And oh, did we beg. She was my Queen Gertrude, and I her filthy little Hamlet. Did I mention I played Hamlet at age 14?
No, I hadn't heard that.
Well, anyway, my mother was a competent actress, but it was my wit alone that saved us from destitution.
I see. Okay. So I think I might not have gotten it exactly with like, oh, it was a failure that kicked it off, but I did get it right where it is trauma related. I see. Okay. So he's I think he's taken the idea of like the burden of care really personally, essentially. Like, and if you guys don't know what like the burden of care is, it's usually used more, like that term is usually used a lot more frequently with like adult children with their like elderly parents type of thing, where like, you know, it's a situation where like, for example, like your dad could be taking care of, like he can be taking care of like his sickly mother with like dementia or something like that, right? And of course, your dad will care about your grandmother, right? Clearly, because he's her son, right? But equally at the same time, there's like a level of like burden that comes along with it, of like he has to make sure she's fed, he has to make sure she's taken care of, he has to make sure that, you know, if she gets sick or if she needs to go to the hospital, he's there for her, he's there to make her appointments, he's there to, you know, make sure she has like all her equipment, everything's working fine, if she has any like a hospital bed, wheelchair, things like that, right? There's like a level of care that needs to be done to you know, keep her relatively like in a healthy state, both emotionally, mentally, physically, you know, things like that, right? And so that's like what the burden of care would be, where like typically that's usually what it's used for, to just kind of describe more like adult children with like, or not adult children, but you know, anyone who's taking care of someone for whatever reason, right? So I think in this case it's kind of a similar thing where he had that burden of care where he had to bust his ass off. Essentially he had to make himself the main character, both like internally and externally, to keep themselves alive, basically. And all the praise and the success he got from basically for you know, working hard is, you know, to like all that success kind of got to his head, but that's what kept him alive. So I think in this case he was rewarded heavily, both emotionally and financially, for being the quote-unquote main character, you know, and that's kind of carried on into his adulthood, you know. Thankfully I think in this case for his family's sake, he was very successful at what he did, but I see now how this is like trauma related to him. How do you loot? Nothing much, been driving all day, gonna drive all night for work now, Lamau. Oof. Be safe on the road. It's life. My dad's alcoholism tore my family apart. Kiayama, skill issue. I said what I said. Yay, hunts were successful and they ranked up. Almost done with low rank stuff. Nice, yippee. Edmund said, fuck you, son. Beer. That's what my father did. Exactly.
Forsooth, I was so prodigious that at the age of 7, I garnered the attention of one Reginald Flopbot of the Worthington Flopbots.
Who?
'Twas he who paid to get me off the streets and into the dormitories. He said, Edmund, my cherub, the streets are not for you. One day you will be the greatest of actors.
Hey, how about that? You went and proved him right.
Piffle. Master Flopbot never gave a fig about my potential. I was a prop to him, a symbol of his generosity and high breeding.
Huh?
Every month, he would stage an elaborate party with all the well-to-do society of London. The dandy fop would stand upon a dais and announce himself as the savior of the city's poor.
I see.
That was my cue. I would be lowered down from the rooftop, wearing naught but swaddling clothes and a set of opulent wings.
Huh?
The gentry's delight was my dungeon. But I would flit among them, reprising my breakout role as Cupid by shooting little arrows of love at them. At the age of 7, it was most disquieting.
Interesting.
At 11, on the cusp of manhood, the shame was too much to bear.
Dang, Eddie, that sounds awful. That flopbot fella had no right to do that to you.
No, indeed. I remember my last performance quite vividly. The titters and leering glances from the guests linger ever in the back of my mind.
Okay, I think I was still kind of right with some form of failure, because he's seeing this as a form of failure. Maybe I'm still cooking. Who knows? Maybe I know what I'm talking about.
And fool that I was, I played my part still. I should have plunged mine arrows into that fool Flopbot's chest instead of shaming myself.
This is Nosferatu thinking. I think he's going from one extreme of like, I felt shame, so you need to die, I think. What?
Edmund was just a child. How was he to know what to do? Why does he excoriate himself for not knowing?
And fool that I was,
Is this...
I played my part still. I should have plunged mine arrows into that fool Flopbot's chest instead of shaming myself.
This is either personalization, I think, control fallacy maybe, or labeling. But I'm kind of leaning more personalization and labeling. I'm gonna try labeling, because he's not calling himself anything. But I feel like well, actually maybe not labeling. Personalization might be better, I think. I promise nothing. Turkey, I swear to God, you better drive safe or I'm gonna kick your ass myself personally. What the fuck is Edmund yapping about? That was not in the high school history books. The titters and leering glances. Love old-timey words. Yeah, to be honest, this game does a really good job of like capturing their very like time period type of like language. It's really cool, to be honest. Not gonna lie, he brought up the high breeding and thought he was about to say something like my mom was my dad's mom. You know, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, but he was poor, so maybe I don't think poor people are really inbred that often. I think it was more of like a royal thing. My relief when he just means being rich. I'm gonna choose personalization. I think it might be personalization. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. What?
Edmund was just a child.
All right, let's do labeling.
You were a fool for playing
It
your
was
part.
labeling.
What
Damn
choice
it.
did you have, Eddie?
It is simple logic. Only a fool plays the fool repeatedly. Many a bottom have I known that never played the Dane, preferring the comfort of a familiar role.
Well, Eddie, it's a little reductive to say that everyone who plays the fool is a bottom. There ain't nothing wrong with letting your partner take the lead.
Oh, ye plebeian! I speak of Nick Bottom, from the Bard's Journey Through Whimsy that is a Midsummer Night's Dream.
I was about to say, like, Sam, I don't think he's talking about that.
Yeah. Even so, though, if you call yourself a fool, you're doing the same kind of typecasting, ain't you?
I suppose so. Regardless, I did not suffer the indignity for long. I swore that night to never be a puppet again. I stole away and gave myself to the mercy of Poseidon. The bargain was struck, and he swallowed up my hated swaddling clothes and wings. In desperation, I signed on with a mercantile shipping agency. I thought perhaps that my body would bend more than my soul.
Interesting, okay.
But oh, did I toil! Biting winds did carve my visage. Low words hardened my heart, and heavy weights left me bent.
Yeah.
By the time I had fulfilled my bargain with the Lord of the Sea, I had become an older man, my efforts etched into every crease on my face.
Dang, sounds intense. How long were you at this job?
I bet he's gonna say, like, a week.
An age, a life, 6 months, each one a hungry leech torn from my bleeding body.
Alright, 6 months. He lasted longer than I thought. I thought he would do it for like a week and be like, oh my poor precious little actor hands. I'm not meant for this cruel life. I need to be on a stage or something. 6 months is a longer time than I thought he would ever last. Sorry, I had to crack my neck real quick. Plebeian. I fucking introduced this funny word to my friends. I remember when there was like a time where I think like I was like maybe in middle school or like I forgot, maybe high school. I forgot what time, but there was like a time where the word pleb and plebeian was so popular. I got so annoyed by hearing people say it because it would be like one of those things where like you would disagree with someone with a totally rational like argument, and they would just be like, you're just a pleb, you're just a plebeian, you don't know what you're talking about. And I hated it so bad because it's like you're not like I feel like a lot of people used to use it to make themselves sound smarter, so I'd get so mad when people would use it because I'm just like, oh, you stupid son of a bitch. Oh, hi, explosive orca. Oh, hi, Risu.
I am convinced this gauntlet was prepared for me alone, for ne'er in history has one so blessed by grace been subjected to such toil.
I am convinced this gauntlet was prepared for me alone. Oh, this is he's personalizing this.
Eddie, I gotta stop you there. It's gonna be a lot easier to accept your truth when you realize you ain't alone in your suffering. Hell, there ain't nothing more human than suffering, and historically, kids ain't had it so good.
But none suffered as I suffered. A boy
Yeah,
such
buddy.
as I was not meant for such misery.
Low-key, that's me. When I worked retail, I was like, I'm not meant for this job. I shouldn't be doing this.
Compadre, I had my first kill and no home at 12 years old. My brother had a stutter his whole life on account of the regular beatings my stepdaddy gave him.
Aw.
Maybe your suffering felt like the only suffering in the world, but it wasn't. And it'll hurt less when you realize you weren't alone. But keep telling me your story. I already know there ain't nobody like you in the world, so don't worry on that account.
3 out of 10. Crack radiates small PP energy. True. How you been, Killer? I've been good. I'm a little tired today. I'm not sure how long stream's gonna go for. It might be a little bit of a shorter stream today. Just because like I was so tired at work and my like mouth kind of hurts. Not hurts, but it's like my mouth is a little like. Okay, it's gonna sound bad out of context. I had a dry drink essentially, so my mouth kind of kept like. It sounds gross, but my mouth kept kind of like producing saliva, right, to like not have my mouth be dry. And so the muscles, you know, around the area essentially are tired. I don't know how to explain that without it sounding bad, but that's the case. So so I'm not sure how long stream's gonna be for today. I was thinking maybe an hour, but we're 40 minutes in and I feel like I can maybe keep going a little longer, so maybe like an hour and a half, at most 2 hours I think, but it's probably gonna be like a shorter stream. I hope you get better soon. Thank you. I think I should be fine. I think it's just because like I had a lot of matcha to drink, and matcha is very like dry. Like it's not a very like hydrating type of drink, you know. It takes a lot out of it. It's kind of like if you drink too much soda and you feel very like parched type of thing, you know. Matcha's a little bit along the same lines, and I had like two drinks of matcha today. Oh wait, no, I had 3. I had too many. I had a lot actually. That probably explains why. But I had a lot of matcha today. Kiayama accepts the small PP allegations and admits to drooling at work. I was not drooling, okay? That's not the case. I didn't say any of it. I did not say I drooled, okay? My mouth was just trying to like re-moisturize itself. This is what segmented tails do to motherfucker. What the hell? No. Segmented tails are different. That's a superior taste of appreciation of character design, okay? Me having 3 things of fucking matcha it's different.
Now then, at last, we close the circle as nature ever demands. I return to London and into the graces of my dear Uncle Moses and his comely mistress, Charlotte.
Not his mistress.
'Twas she who filled my dramaturgical quiver with dire arrows, fletched by the bard himself. And when my deft fingers plucked the bow of humanity, at last I was free.
Yeah, buddy?
Huh?
I cannot speak more plainly. The good woman taught me the works of Shakespeare, and armed with this knowledge, I conquered the stage and saved myself from toil.
Aren't you from the Shakespearean age, though? Wasn't he, like, growing alongside Shakespeare?
Oh, well, right. And so, you see, the die was cast from the moment I was born. The stage was made for me, and it was my skill upon it that saved me from the streets, and saved me once again from a life at sea.
I think this might be overgeneralization or Nosferatu think. I'm gonna choose Nosferatu maybe.
You're talking like
I'm so smart.
is playing with you, Eddie. Like you were helpless to do anything but act. You're a clever fella, ain't you? Maybe acting was the trick you knew you had up your sleeve, but betting everything on the stage puts the pressure on like nothing else.
I had not considered this. Perhaps 'twas not the fates. I do not give myself enough credit. 'Twas my will that brought me to greatness.
No.
The stage roused my spirit. Thus I knew my destiny lay upon it.
So let me put my cat real quick. She's so cute when she comes up to me, but I'm just like, oh, so I'm streaming. I'm sorry.
I can see why acting means so much to you, Eddie. I probably feel damn near the same about the things that got me out of my bad days.
Thank you. Then you understand how my alienation from the theater does pain me so. And yet, the cure is as deadly as the illness. These damnable critics, not a single lifetime among them, and they deign to challenge my interpretation of the written word.
Bro, it's because you're fucking crazy.
They simply cannot relate to my singular experience. I will bear my soul upon that stage, and they will all sneer and malign it on their internet profiles.
They simply cannot relate to my singular experience. I will bear my soul upon the stage, and they will sneer and malign it on their internet profiles. This is personalization, I think. No?
For someone that lives for adulation, Edmund has a dim view of his fans, don't you think?
They simply cannot relate to my singular experience. I will bear my soul upon that stage, and they will all sneer and malign it on their internet profiles.
Is this overgeneralization?
You're so certain
Oh, it
that
is,
damn
okay.
critics are all the same, but I think that ain't being honest with yourself. Not all critics are bad. It takes work to be good at something, so of course the decent critics are gonna be rarer.
What you say rings true. Indeed, although past critics were flabbergasted at my portrayal of King Lear, not all were. And modern perspectives have affirmed that my interpretation was nothing short of brilliant.
Yeah, you get it. I took a look at your Wikipedia entry last night, Eddie. Well, maybe you've had a few bad critics here and there, but history says you're a legend, and your work speaks for itself.
I have to go do stuff. All right, thank you for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day or night, wherever the time is, where you're at.
Hell, you were around before film was ever a thing, and people still remember you.
Oh wait, I forgot we have the same time zone. Good. Have a good rest of your night. I'm so stupid. I was like, wait a second.
Ah, your words warm me, as an heir-sat son for the one we have forsaken. With thy help shall I gird my soul mayhap, and grace the stage once more.
No, I don't think we need to see you again. We don't need to see you on the
Let's
stage. You're
talk about that
fine.
then. What's the biggest thing stopping you from getting back up on that stage right now?
That it all simply might not be worth it. Why should I bear my damned soul when the audience hath not the sight to see it?
Maybe I can ask you a question then. What if there were no audience?
No audience? Do you know what a stage is, sir? It is a platform where life in brief may be portrayed. It is a platform because it is separate from the audience. Without such, the stage ceases to be a stage.
As in, if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Simply but elegantly put, my dear boy. Without the audience, the stage loses all meaning, like a monarch without a kingdom.
I don't think that's true. This is, I think, overgeneralization. No?
Humanity existed for tens of thousands of years before the stage was ever conceived of, and somehow we
Oh,
survived.
this is Nosferatu thinking.
Just a minute
I'm
there,
so
partner.
smart.
You're saying that the stage is nothing without the audience, but I gotta ask you, where does the acting come from?
Ah, but from simple tongues, the purest of queries, narrow in breadth, but as deep as the sea. The source of acting is everything, my boy. The beating of every heart, the cry of every child, the fluttering of a butterfly's wings.
Uh-huh.
The roots of acting are intertwined with those of life itself.
So does acting come from the audience, or from everything?
My dear boy, you prove yet again, as the bard oft did, that 'tis the fool who sees the truth as it is. I bow to your simple wisdom.
Thanks, I guess. Let's figure out how
I
we can bring it back
guess, like
to
backhanded
acting. Forget
compliment.
the audience. I know we can't see in mirrors and all, but what do you think of filming yourself?
Brilliant notion. Yes, I shall become my own audience. I shall bring myself to rapture. Forsooth, if I cannot pleasure myself, whom can I pleasure?
Actually, no, that's true. He does have a point there. You know, if you can't make yourself laugh, then you know how do you expect to make other people laugh, right? Like I think I've said that. Oh my god, I can't talk. I think I've said the same thing about streaming, right? Like if you're streaming and if you don't like the content you're making, if you don't like the jokes you're making, if you can't even make yourself little giggle, like a little hee hee ha ha there, here and there, right? Then you know what's the point of you streaming, right? Like you have to enjoy your craft, you know? You have to enjoy what you put out, you know?
We're still talking about acting, right?
Oh, my dear boy, the pleasures of the flesh are secondary to one who knows character above all else. Indeed, we speak of the noble art. I shall do as you suggest. If there is one on this lonely orb that can inspire an artist such as I, it is myself.
Oh no, he's gonna be an IRL streamer. He's gonna be up on Twitch, like, in the... He's gonna be just acting the whole time.
I ain't sure I'd put it exactly that way, but I think you're touching on the thing we've been talking about. The motivation's gotta come from you, amigo.
We are of one mind, dear boy. Perhaps I left my muse in the mortal realm, but I shall find him once more. not only for myself, but also for my public. Yea, the masses flock to my Wikipedia page as moths to a flame, each a silent plea for the return of the one true artisan of the stage.
Wait, I just realized if he has a Wikipedia page though, he can't like say like, oh, I'm Edmund, whatever the fuck his last name, right? He can't say that because then they're gonna be like, well, this guy died in like 17 whatever. Like you're not like he has to pretend he's like a cosplayer or something. This is yes, yeah. The masses flock to my Wikipedia page. It's Moths to the Flame. Each a silent plea for return of a true. This is what was this beat? I hear like talking, and I think it's someone outside, maybe. But I hear a little bit of talking. It keeps throwing me off a little. Let's see. Is this personalization? No, because well, maybe because he's personalized. No, because personalization is like you're feeling an attack on yourself, right? Maybe it's overgeneralization. A silent or a control fallacy. Maybe no. Nosferatu. Yeah, the masses flock to my Wikipedia page as moths to a flame, each a silent plea for the return of one true. Maybe this is personalization.
Now hold your
Oh, it
horses,
is.
fella. You're reading a little too much into the whole Wikipedia thing. There's 1.5 million reasons why people might be looking you up.
Oh, he might mean he's gonna be a Joy Star. That's better than a streamer, an IRL streamer. Oh, I was like, huh? Like what's a Joy Star? He can become an IRL streamer. That's 100% better than a streamer.
I mean, I hear tell the biggest Wikipedia page out there is the one for that coronavirus that got all them mortals all worked up, and I'm pretty sure they don't want that coming back.
Oh wait, I reread. I see what your correction is. He might mean he's gonna be a Joy Star. That's better than being an IRL streamer. Wait, so what's a Joy Star?
And thus dost thou scuttle a burgeoning friendship with the cannons of enmity. Why must you challenge me so?
That's my job, compadre. Ain't we had some good breakthroughs today? We couldn't have gotten there if I'd been busy agreeing with everything you said.
Oh, very well. But I still say you are most vexatious.
I've been called worse. I think we got some homework for you, though, right? You're gonna film yourself and do some acting for its own sake. We'll check back in a few weeks. But Eddie, I think you're doing great. We made a lot of progress today.
Naturally. The human condition is my oeuvre. Nevertheless, you have been a competent guide. You have reminded me of what is most important in unlife. Me.
Oh my god, he's so stupid. Wait, don't worry about it, Lamau. No, I'm gonna worry about it. Let me look it up now. I'm curious. Joy Star. Are you talking about? Wait, is this a person? I'm worried now. Where's the game? I was like, fuck, where's the game? Huh, I hear talking. Let me make sure it's outside or not, because I'm just like, where is this talking coming from? The moment I took off my earphones, I stopped hearing. Am I imagining things? Am I going crazy? Do I need actually, no, I do need therapy. I'm literally seeing a therapist, but
I should like to give you a gift.
Oh, come on. You don't need to do nothing like that.
Nonsense.
Oh my
It
god,
is
I don't want your
meaningless to
fucking
me, but it is
autograph.
beyond price for you. It is my headshot, signed with my autograph.
I don't want this. Why? What makes you think I want this?
Oh, thanks, Eddie.
Cherish it always. If you help me to find my muse, then it is a gift even more precious. And I will find it ere we next meet. Of that, I promise you.
Joy is certainly not a single person level. It's similar level as Jelking. Don't worry about it. Wait, no, now I'm really curious. Hold on. How, like, similar level on, like, the shock value of it, or similar level as, like, the topic of it? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Is it better his headshot than his bunny shot? Hey, yo. I don't see anything about it. I'm so curious now. I'm gonna think about this later. Here. There we go. Okay.
Well, let's not put the pressure on, amigo. Just enjoy some acting. That's all I'm asking for. I'll see you in a few weeks then, okay?
Verily, so it shall be. Godspeed then, boy. Thou shalt witness me new and on. Farewell.
Thank God we finally got rid of that son of a bitch.
I was particularly impressed at the way you challenged Edmund on what acting means to him.
Yeah, he's a weird fella, but I think he's gonna do okay.
It can be hard for our kind to retain our intrinsic motivation. Something must keep him going. I do hope that he will find his. But you, Samuel, must rest. The work you have done in these past 2 months deserves to be celebrated. So do not linger here in this dusty room. Perhaps you can even be encouraged to dance.
We're gonna go dance? Wait, I know I don't want to dance. I don't want to be with the goths. The goths scare me.
I'm gonna need a lot more therapy myself to get to that point.
Very well, Samuel. Then let us at least make sure you get well nourished. Find a friendly neck downstairs, my friend. You deserve it. And rest in peace.
I'm scared. They're gonna send me off with the goths later. I don't want to be with the goths. They want me to bite them, and they get all kinky about it, all spooky about it. I don't want to be around with them anymore.
Babies grow up to be cowboys, but maybe don't let them be actors either. Well, time to dish with Crimson a little. I gotta talk to some more folks though. Andy's mainly my teacher, so I'm starting to feel like Crimson's my only friend. Hey, only friend.
Hey, only friend is so funny.
Excuse me?
Wait, DM'd what it is to you. Let me check. Let me take a little peek. Hold on, let me see. Urban Dictionary. Well, Urban Dictionary. Oh, wait, I can't read this. I can't read this. You sicko. The goths are the best. What are you talking about? Love their vibe. No, the goths are scary. They take me to the what's the room? What was the room called? Like, the kink room, whatever. I don't want to be there. That's scary.
What? Oh, yeah, Crimson. Hey, Crimson.
Are you blushing, vampire?
No,
Do I have a
that ain't
crush on her?
possible.
It's all right. It's nice to hear from a vampire who's younger than Jesus. Now, let's hear how this week went before you go out there and find friend number 2.
All right, real quick. This client of mine, he had a real bad time as a kid. Well, worse than I did, it sounds like. But he found fame early, and now he's talking about fate and how he's destined for greatness again.
Met plenty of destined for greatness folk in DC. I lost patience for it. How do you think you handled him?
I think I did pretty. I think on all these sessions I do pretty good.
I learned my lessons from the last session. He didn't threaten to jump off a cliff this time or anything. I
Oops, there we
gave
go.
him an assignment to film himself doing something he loves doing. He seemed excited about that.
I don't think he's gonna be able to do it.
You're either brave or adorable, Sam Walls.
Now, there's nothing brave about it. As for adorable, well, some have used words to that effect before.
Okay, now I know you're confident enough to get out there. Giddy up.
Here we go. Right to the
Oh,
edge of
no.
the dance floor, but not on it. Don't want anyone getting any funny ideas.
The goths.
Once more alone.
Oh my god, it's this bitch again.
You scared the shit out of me.
But you can't shit. You're a vampire.
I don't like her. She scares me even more.
Know that I see much, vampire, and that I like what I see.
Oh, it's her again. Well, I was hoping to find a mortal friend, or at least a willing Nick. Now, what do mortals of this time talk about?
Be awkward about the weather, be awkward about everyday annoyances, be awkward about music. Let's do the weather. I feel like he's a weather type of guy.
Whew, cold this week, ain't it?
But you're always cold because you are dead.
That's right. I'm dead. I'm a dead man, as I like to say.
I see.
You see a lot, don't you?
Why don't you tell me what you see?
I see someone who scares me.
I see an interesting mortal. Someone observant. Someone who isn't afraid to have their own style.
That is what you observe. It is not what you see.
I see someone who I want to get away from.
Tell me what I see.
This is why we like goths. Heck, they're willing necks and no, but they're scary.
You see the long vein across my throat. It looks very juicy, doesn't it?
No.
Well, now that you mention it, it does.
Then consent is given. Do not hesitate, vampire.
No. Oh no, he's as awkward as you. What? I'm not awkward.
Shucks, that was something else. You got good circulation there.
I see. And what do I taste like?
Wait, low-key, she's asking real questions though.
Kinda earthy. You could use some iron. What do you eat most often?
I eat a lot of carrots. They're supposed to be good for one's eyesight, and I like to see. I see now that you are tired and wish to enter your state of torpor.
Well, maybe I'll see myself out then.
I get it. It's a pun.
That's offensive.
Oh.
I'm going to leave now.
That's offensive. I'm gonna leave now. It's so fucking funny.
Shoot, was it something I said? Well, at least I got a full belly. And now, time for some shut-eye.
Oof.
Good evening, Samuel. I believe you are seeing the Ancient One tonight, aren't you?
The Ancient One. Who is that one again? So there's the Jekyll Hyde guy. There's Signora. Then we have the actor. We have the oh, is it the Scottish girl? Low key, I was gonna be like, okay, I think I'm good for tonight. I think I'm gonna get off because my throat hurts kind of. You know, if it's a Scottish girl, you know, low key, I'll stay. Hold on, is it her?
One. She's 1,200 years younger than you.
It is her. Okay, we'll play her session and then after that I'll call it for the day. Oh, he's speaking of how people taste. Yeah.
I suppose I was engaging in a bit of labeling myself. You are, of course, correct. Still, her age presents a unique challenge. After one lives for 1,000 years, history seems less a line than a fixed point. Speaking of which, I imagine you can guess what distortion an old one such as Medi might fixate upon.
Bro, I love her so much. Her voice is so nice. She does a lot of Nosferatu thinking. I think if I remember right, because she would go from like, oh, if my what she call them, lambs? She's like, if my little lambs don't do what I say, then they have to die. Basically, right?
It's Nosferatu thinking. Medi's seen so much history that mortals can only be one way or another for her.
Found out about the Ouroboros steak today, and it's the weirdest but also most intriguing steak I've ever heard of. That sounds familiar. Jesus fucking Christ. Ouroboros. Jeez. Hold on. Hold on, how do you spell it? Boros. Steak. I can't say this word. Ouroboros steak is a conceptual, not commercial DIY meal kit for growing miniature steaks from a person's own cells. Can you consider that cannibalism then? Is that what that is? Oh. I see. It comments on cultivated meat industry and promising discussion about sustainability, ethics, and future of food by challenging the concept of cannibalism. Interesting.
You are not incorrect. She does indeed paint the world with a very old, broad brush, but her true distortion is more specific.
Is it the Scottish girl, the gilf, or the streamer girl? I think the Scottish girl and the streamer girl are the same person, right? Because doesn't she stream, right? Oh, does she do overgeneralization?
It's gotta be overgeneralization. She really is basing all her opinions on her experiences when she was alive.
Very good, Samuel. I heard tales of her island in my time, but they were never peaceful tales. I am not surprised she finds safety in her narrative.
Here, real quick, I'm gonna close my door because my roommate's home, and I think she wants to clean, but I don't want to like keep her from cleaning because I think she wants to vacuum, but I have my door slightly open. So let me close it real quick. All right. I heard her take out the vacuum, and I was like, oh, I wonder if she's gonna clean right now. But then I heard her like trying to be really quiet about it, and I'm like, oh, let me just close my door so that way she doesn't feel like she has to like, you know, take me in consideration or anything.
What
Let's
other
see.
distortions do you think Medi might exhibit?
She's so pretty too. She's so cute. I think she does. Is it emotional reasoning? Or no, I forgot if she would if it's considered emotional reasoning. She does. I think control fallacy is like a big thing for her. I want to say emotional. Labeling for sure. I think if I remember right, and I think Nosferatu thinking. I think these are the ones that she works with a lot.
Good to go, boss.
Then I will leave you to it. Good luck, my friend.
Hello again, strange cowboy man.
Oh my god, I love her so much.
It's good to see you again, Mitty. How's the past month been for you?
Went for a walk, just like you suggested. Didn't like it very much.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. What was so unpleasant about it?
It's very loud outside, and dirty, and smelly. Everywhere I walked, it smelled like mortal food. Just disgusting.
But it's so good.
They knew how good it felt to drink blood. Maybe they would not eat so much of this pizza food.
Ooh, wait, pizza sounds so good right now.
There's so many cars too. I don't like cars. They have hateful faces. They look so angry all the time. Stepped in a wee, killed 7 men, and got splashed by a bus. It's really quite awful.
Killed 7 men. Jesus Christ.
You killed 7 men? How the heck did that happen?
Oh, that was inconvenient, you know. Normally I have my zealots do that kind of thing for me. They take care of the bodies. But I had to do all that silly work myself. And now there are always police sirens going off, which interrupts my streams and makes my followers very sad.
Oh my god. I love her. And you're scared of the goths, but down bad for a Medi? Okay, no, that's different. We're both vampires, right? Her voice is just so nice, and she looks like she would be very gentle, but also very, you know, just something like, just look at her, like just something about like, I feel like she would be a really cool person to hang out with and be around, you know. And she's so, but the goths are scary. The goths are like, we're gonna take you to the kink room, you know, and that's scary. She's not scary. She look at her.
Why did that all happen?
I think she also appeases to my slightly like, you know how I always say I like toxic men, specifically fictional toxic men, right? She falls under that same category, but she's a woman, and I love that.
Because they found the bodies everywhere, silly. I don't know what to do with my rubbish.
I meant why the killing? You didn't happen to make a few assumptions based on past experiences? Why kill a bunch of men?
Oh, well, they looked at me. I know what mortals who look at me are like. If I let them live, they'd probably try to burn me as a witch. I could do nothing but kill them.
She just killed them for them looking at her? Turkey, you keep your mouth shut. Don't judge me. I think you're a bot of What? Nah, no, what? No. No. Let's see, this is overgeneralization for sure.
Hold on a sec. You know what mortals who look at you are like. How do you know? Are you reading their minds?
I don't have to read their minds, sweetling. I have known manlings for a very long time.
I get what you're saying. But here in this room, at least, we gotta be honest with ourselves. Do you really know what they were thinking?
Silly mouseling. I do not need to know what a wolf is thinking to know what a wolf is.
Does that mean every wolf you see is gonna try to eat you?
We don't have wolves anymore. They're all gone now.
So maybe you can see where that kind of thinking can be a problem. It was scared people who killed all them wolves, right? Now I know that thinking doesn't come from nowhere. Old as you are, I'm sure you've seen some real awful stuff.
That's right. Haven't killed you, though. You are kind, little mouse.
I love her voice so much. I could just listen to it all day. She could call me the worst things imaginable. She can like beat me up. She can do literally whatever she wants, but her voice is just so nice.
Well, let's lay off the mouse stuff a little.
I'm sorry. Don't wish for you to scurry away into a little hole. Do you want to hear why I feel the way I do?
I would appreciate it greatly, miss.
Let me tell you about men from my time, then. Let's start with me, Da. My father sold me and my mother to a chief of a rival clan for a golden necklace.
That is just horrifying.
Oh, don't fuss, sweetling. It was the most beautiful golden necklace. At least 2 girls' worth. Father got quite a deal, really.
You're using humor, but I'm sure that must have been heartbreaking for you.
It was common at the time. Suppose I should have been glad to be the possession of an old chief.
Interesting.
I knew girls who did as they were told. They would have been thrilled to have been the concubine of a powerful chief. But, oh, he was so old. Cormac O'Neill, the oldest man I had ever seen. I remember thinking, where is his face? Because I could not see it under all his disgusting wrinkles.
He's like a pug. You know where like pugs are really wrinkly, or like a bulldog, you know, and you have to kind of like pull the skin back to see their face sometimes, you know?
How old was the guy?
38.
38 isn't old.
That was pretty old in your time, huh? Wish I died at 38. Could have been a better looking corpse.
Well, he left an awful looking corpse. His face was all...
Yeah?
I'm guessing you had something to do with that, huh?
Not me. My boyfriend, Abertach. He told me he'd set me free. I suppose he did. He created a delightful poison for me. He said it would make my dear master die in excruciating pain. So, one night I lay with him, and that means I did sex. And when he was pleased, I fed him the poison mead. Abby did what I couldn't, and the old fool finally died.
Wow. I would love to see what's going on in her brain. Okay. This is so one night I lay with him, and when he was pleased, I fed him the poison meat. Abby did what I couldn't, and the old fool finally died. Is this emotional reasoning? No. What's emotional? Let me read back to emotional reasoning. Let me see. Nosferatu control fallacy, labeling, should statements, define quality, personalization. Emotional reasoning is when we act like our feelings represent reality, but no matter how unhappy we are, feelings alone do not define the world. I asked Andy, ain't everything emotional reasoning? He said no. Emotional reasoning, specifically, when we project our feelings onto the world. The world can feel like garbage when I feel like garbage, but that doesn't make it reality. Examples. I get the shivers walking into this ghost town, so it's gotta be haunted. I feel uncomfortably around young vampires. They must be up to no good. This horse trader feels trustworthy, so he must be. Let's do the deal. I see. Okay. I fed the poison meat. Abby did what I couldn't. No. I don't think. Maybe is this labeling? Maybe. I almost want to say it's labeling because he's like, oh, Abby did what I couldn't. Maybe not over control. No, I'll do labeling. I think it's either labeling, maybe Nosferatu thinking, or maybe emotional reasoning. I think it's one of these three. No?
It sounds as though Medi did her fair share in freeing herself from captivity. It must have been terrifying for her.
So one night I lay with him, and that means I did sex. And when
Is it
he was
Nosferatu?
pleased, I
No?
It sounds as though Medi did her.
So
Emotional.
one night-
No?
It sounds as though Medi did her.
So
Control.
You're
There we
saying your
go.
boyfriend was your husband, but it sounds to me like you did the real work. You mixed up some herbs, sure, but you were the one that had to sleep with the old man and get the poison in him.
Abby made sure I knew it was because of him that I was free. He said it could never have happened without him.
Oh, so she was with a manipulator.
He didn't have to be brave to mix up a potion. I think the bravery was all you, Medi. Don't disqualify the idea that the person who set you free was you.
You know, I think you're absolutely right, strange cowboy man. I did do all the work.
I did do all the work. She's so cute. I love her so much. She's my favorite character.
But Abby never let me forget that he was the one who freed me. He wanted me to worship him.
A fella who demands to be worshipped is always going to be a dangerous man.
Dangerous men have always been drawn to me. Must be something about the way I am.
I can see it. I'm drawn to her.
So what happened after you killed Cormac?
The Neil clan came after me and Abby. They found him, took their swords and went, stab, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, stab, stab. But Abby just laughed. That's how I found out he was undead already.
Oh.
Gave me the willies.
Oh.
When they couldn't kill Abby, they decided to kill me instead. And that made him very upset indeed, because I belonged to him.
That must have been terrifying.
I suppose. Mostly hurt. Lots and lots. Getting stabbed is much fun when you're immortal.
Aw. She's like, I don't want to say she's compartmentalizing. There we go. I don't want to say she's compartmentalizing, but I think to an extent she is. Because she's kind of like trying to... It's weird because she's applying a lot of really soft, playful terms on very extremely traumatic moments. So it's kind of like I don't know, she's a very interesting mix of like the world is dangerous and it's going to kill you, but equally like the soft things will always protect me type of thing. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, it's a very interesting mix of the two things. And I think it's just really cool how her character is. Like, truly awful things have happened to her, but but she's, I don't know, like, but she uses, like, such soft language, you know?
I ain't too fond of it as a vampire neither.
Abby fed me his blood, though, and then I became like him. When I woke up, the Neil clan who tried to kill us were all properly dead. Well, almost dead. They still had a lot of blood left, and I was hungry. The Neil clan was ever so cross, though. They captured Abby and sealed him in a tomb with some forgotten spells. He's still there as far as I know.
Oof, that sucks. Imagine the living eternity in, like, a tomb.
What happened to you?
I didn't have a future with my tribe. I insulted both my clan and Cormac's clan by killing their chief. My only choice was to be alone. That's the wisest choice.
Aw, I think this is emotional reasoning. No?
Betty seems to think in extremes, not
Oh,
common
I see.
for one as ancient as she is. She had more power in her situation than she can admit.
This is Nosferatu thinking.
That kind of all-or-nothing thinking could get us in trouble. If we think all is lost, we're liable to do things we wouldn't normally do. I know I did some stuff I regretted in them moments, and I sure wish I'd taken a breath and stepped back in all them times.
You sound so sad when you say that, funny cowboy man.
I'm all right. I'm just saying, you're a capable lady. You've always got more options than you think in a bad moment.
Oh, but you're just a child. I don't want you to be sad.
I love her so much. Oh my god.
Well, let's focus on you, huh? You say you've been living alone ever since then?
Of course, my silly cowboy man. We aren't mortal anymore. We will always end up alone. Why waste my time?
This is... I think Nosferatu thinking again.
Come on, Medi. You're distorting a lot of reality there. All vampires ain't lonely. Some of us choose to be, but not all of us. Sure, mortals have a habit of dying, but there will always be more of them. Not to mention all the vampires out there. Heck, I used to be in a vampire gang. Cult. Well, kind of both. They weren't good company, but they certainly weren't lonely. I mean, ain't we talking? Well, there's loads of vampires out there who think like you do, and they're fulfilling their own prophecies of loneliness.
You're being a mean little mouse now, and I don't like it very much. Maybe I should have killed you after all.
I'm trying to help you, Mitty. The world's changed a lot in the last 1800 years. A lot of it bad, but a lot of it good too. By and large, most people ain't burning witches and selling their daughters. That sort of thing's frowned upon by mortals these days. There are laws out there to protect folks now. It ain't like in old times.
May I tell you a story, little mouse?
All right, tell me a story.
Once upon a time, there was a very pretty young lady. Pretty, but also crazy. Like me.
I love her so much. This is labeling.
I don't mean to interrupt your story so soon, but you didn't think I was gonna let you get away with that one, did you? Don't call yourself crazy. You've been around way longer than I have. You gotta know that sanity is relative.
I know I'm crazy, though. Everyone tells me so, even my zealots. They like that I'm crazy.
I do too.
You know, crazy ain't supposed to be a nice word. So why are you using it? Why are you creating a reality where what you are is crazy?
You are an annoying little mouse sometimes. Very well. I won't call myself crazy in front of you.
It's a start.
May I continue my story now? The pretty young lady Mary had moved in with her cousin, Mrs. Hultridge. At first they got along quite well, but one day Mary started acting naughty. She would shout, act unladylike, and even say that Jesus Christ wasn't very special. Mrs. Hultridge liked Jesus Christ very much and wanted Mary to like him too. When she didn't, this embarrassed Mrs. Hultridge. She began to think something was wrong with Mary. After all, who didn't like Jesus Christ?
Where is this going?
Mrs. Hultridge said that Mary had begun to vomit up pins and buttons, nails, glass, and bits of wool. Instead of being grateful for the free gifts Mary was vomiting up, Mrs. Hultridge said that she had been attacked by 8 witches in spectral form. Now, just so happened that all 8 of those witches lived very close to the town where Mrs. Hultridge lived. Despite their magical prowess, the 8 witches were captured and put into the stocks, and all the people of the town were told that the women did not like Jesus Christ at all. So the Jesus Christ-liking people threw rotten vegetables and poo at the witches. And, just for fun, they gouged out the eye of one of them. Then they kicked the witches out of town and lived happily ever after. The end.
That ain't a pleasant story.
Oh, it was very unpleasant. It hurts very much to have your eye taken away, but I like my new eye. It's fun.
Oh my god. I had a feeling the story related to her. I didn't know. Oh my god.
I was 1500 summers old or so when that happened. The world hadn't changed much then. I don't think it's changed much now.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Mitty. You're right. Folk can be pretty awful when they get riled up. That ain't changed.
Oh, don't be sorry, little mouse. I like my new eye. Also, the story has a happy ending.
Oh yeah? What's that?
After I had my eye taken away, I took Mrs. Hultridge's parts away too, one by one until she died. It was so much fun.
That's a little morbid, Mitty.
She's a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie, but I like a little crazy.
Morbid Mary? Oh, I like that. It's very clever, little mouse. But you see why I'm careful now?
Yeah, I get it. But look, there's one thing that's different now, and that's...
The UN exists. There's one thing that's different from now, and that's what we're doing now. Liberal democracy has solved. I think what we're doing now. I think that I think the fact that we are at the age where we can help each other out. So like I remember there was a thing. I remember I read a thing where like there at some point someone found the fossil, or not the fossil, the skeleton of an early human who had a fractured leg. But the fossil showed that the leg had been fractured at some point, but then healed up, right? And that a lot of not architect, archaeologists. There you go. A lot of archaeologists kind of represent that time period from where that skeleton is from, to be the age where humans truly began a society. Because I forgot what the thing was. I forgot what the exact wording was, but the thought, or the line of thought essentially is, once we're able to, like, society doesn't start with like just being able to have like technology also being like, you know, the wheel, like, you know, sticks and stones, right, type of thing. Like, society doesn't start with just technology or being able to communicate with each other or being able to you know, to get to, like, you know, to, you know, stuff like that, right? That's not quite where society starts. I think a lot of people reference society starting at the age when you can start caring for other people in your community, because that's what truly makes a society, right? Like sure, it does include everything else, like, right, like law and order to some degree, and you know, human interacting with each other, communication, things like that, right? But the most pinnacle part of a society is also being able to care for one another, right? And so I think the fact that we're able to have therapy with each other, in this situation at least, right, means that we're in a better society, or better societal point, because, like, you know, we're actually able to do it. We're actually able to help each other, you know, in one way or another, you know. So I think what we're doing right now is the true form of that society has progressed.
It's what we're doing right now. In all that time up till now, therapy ain't never existed. We only just started looking at ourselves and the way we think. Before recent times, we only looked at gods, government, and society. The self is a new frontier, and we're learning stuff we never considered before. The frontier can be kind of scary, but being on that frontier means moving forward. Come with me.
Silly mouse. If something feels scary, that means that there must be something to be scared of.
Oh, and then I think I brought this up last time too, but then she's also showing a lot of like I'm pretty sure I brought this up last time about her, but because how, like, my therapist has described it to me, or told me essentially, is like, when you have a fear reaction, if you have a fear reaction, because fear and anxiety are located in the same spot of your brain, right? Like, those negative emotions are located in the same area of your brain, and they react in the same ways and everything, right? So when you are afraid of something, your brain is telling you that is dangerous, that's gonna kill you, don't get near that, don't do that, don't, you know, this fear is protecting you, because you're gonna die, something is gonna happen to you, something's gonna horribly happen to you if you do this, right? And so every time you, like, on a fear reaction, you stay away from it. Every time you stay away, you avoid, you react negatively, or whatever the case is, to that thing that you're afraid of, you're reinforcing that part of your brain, saying, like, see, look, you didn't die, you're still alive, that's because you avoided it, you're still alive because you stayed away from that thing, and you're surviving, you know. So the next time you see this, you have to be afraid, you have to be you have to have this instilled fear in you, right? Which is how like, exposure therapy kind of works. Is not that exposure therapy works every time, and obviously not to extremes, right? It's a slow progress, right? But with therapy exposure, the idea is, like, you slowly, as you start exposing yourself a little more and more each time, right? It's kind of like deconditioning your brain, basically, on thinking that's gonna kill you, to, oh, I confronted the situation and I'm still alive, which means I shouldn't be afraid of it, you know. So there's a lot. I think she's had a lot of things to just really reinforce the idea. I mean, it's clear because what she's talked about too, but it's very clear with her that she's had a lot of things to reinforce it, and also she's reinforced it in herself too. Of like, well, I'm gonna keep being afraid. You know, like, I've had XYZ things happen. Like, basically, like, I've had A, B, C, and D happen to me. So that means when E comes up, that's gonna happen to me again, and I'm gonna be afraid, and I'm gonna have to, like, you know, like, I have to kill, you know, things like that, right? Like, whatever her case is, right? So it's just interesting how she has that fear condition, so like it's so embedded in her brain, basically. But yeah. Let's see. Silly mouse, if something is scary, that means there's something to be scared of. That is, I think, Nosferatu thinking. Oh no, is it emotional?
Is transmuting her.
It's emotional.
Hold your horses there. Yeah, it might be true that sensing something scary means there's actually something scary out there. But that don't make it necessarily so. If fear keeps us from exploring, we can't experience new things, good or bad.
Suppose that's true. But good things are temporary. Bad things can last forever.
That's not true. Bad things can be very temporary too.
Would you like to hold my eye?
No.
That's all right. You keep it. I get what you're saying, Meddy. I ain't saying not to be careful. Just acknowledge that a feeling doesn't make reality. I know you've been through a lot and you got damn good reasons for being careful. But there's a reason you came to me.
Yes.
Oops, I didn't mean to click it.
Was it because I wanted to go outside? It's because of my fans. They're very demanding.
Right. That's why we were talking about your going for walks and went down this rabbit hole.
Or, in your case, a mouse hole.
Anyway, therapy usually ain't about just one thing. It's about lots of things. If the problem is your fans, we gotta imagine unlife without them, right?
Don't want to lose them all. Some of them are gentle. They're too weak to hurt anyone, which is why they don't.
I love her so much. This is... They're 2 weeks. I don't want to lose them all. Is this Nosferatu thinking too?
You really think weak people would hurt others if they were stronger?
Little mouse, I've been alive for
I like
a
how she just
long
keeps popping her
time.
eye out.
I believe what my eye shows me. Yes, if one is capable of hurting another, they do.
They can, but they don't always. You ever seen them capybara animals? They're dang massive rodents and could do some damage if they wanted to, I reckon.
Oh, yes! Oh, they're very cute. People like to share animated pictures of them in my community.
Some folk are like that. They just want to sit around and have someone scratch their bellies.
Is that what you want, little mouse?
Yeah.
Do you want me to scratch your belly?
Yeah.
What? No. I'm just saying, don't assume everyone's out to hurt someone. Yeah, it happens. Of course it does. But that kind of thinking ain't giving folks their fair shot.
Don't know what I'll do if I don't have my followers. I can't live the way I used to before the machines took over. Oh, they expect so much of me now. They send me messages all night and all day. They need content. God, if I don't give them their content, they'll all leave. Their attention spans are like those of little bugs, but they're not as cute.
This is... I think Nosferatu thinking. I think most of this is
Okay,
Nosferatu
I think
thinking.
we need to talk about moderation.
Oh, I already have moderators, silly mouse. Any major content creator has to have them.
I don't know what that stuff means. I'm talking about moderation in your thinking. What if you gave your fans only what you felt comfortable giving?
Doesn't matter what I want, silly mouse. They just want me to overreact to video games.
It doesn't matter what I want. This is... They just want me to overreact to video games. Is it overgeneralization? Or is this no? They don't care what I want. It doesn't matter what I want. This is... Is it Nosferatu thinking still? No?
Again, Mary seems to view her followers as cattle. Are all mortals so docile?
Oh, is this overgeneralization?
Betty, you're thinking that mortals want only one type of content is forcing you to make only one type of content. Your assumptions are keeping you from doing things you like, and you deserve to do things you actually enjoy.
Here, let me fix myself in my seat real quick. I'm like scooted up all the way to the very, very edge.
You're very kind. I thought cowboys were supposed to be tough.
Who says I ain't? I just don't have nothing to prove no more. Here, why don't we try something new for next time, since going out didn't go so well last time. I want to challenge you to take a day off. Don't answer any messages, don't post no content. Just do something for you and you alone. Take a sick day.
But we never get sick. We're dead people.
They don't know that, do they? One day. That's all I'm asking for. You need to give yourself a little space.
Very well. Since you've been a very kind mouse, I'll do it for you.
Yippee!
I'd prefer it if you did it for you, but we'll work toward that, huh?
Oh, I wish I had a big piece of cheese to give to you right now.
I love her so much. Oh my god.
A lactose intolerance is kind of a side effect of death, but I appreciate the sentiment. I'll see you in a month then, okay?
Yes.
Great. I'll see you then.
Bye.
Finally got parked at a spot for work. and I can't tell if her voice is winning me over or if I have Stockholm syndrome. No, no, no. Her voice is winning you over. She's such a look at her. She's such a kind and gentle creature. She's so nice. Maybe a little crazy, but no. That's all in your head. You know, she's so amazing. Just listen to her voice.
You are doing well, my friend. I know we old ones can be rather inscrutable sometimes.
She's human. We all are, ain't we? The way I see it, we all got the same problems one way or another.
Your wisdom never fails to impress, Samuel. I believe it is time for you to follow your own advice to Miss Mitty, however.
Huh?
All work and no play makes for
Oh.
a dull vampire, as they say.
Yeah, you're probably right. I might hit the hay early and do a bit of reading.
Reading.
If you must take out some aggression on hay, then please do so. I shall see you soon, my friend. Rest in peace.
Just a little murdery, but so nice. Yeah, exactly. She would never hurt you. I mean, she would, but she would never hurt you. Trust me.
Good night, Andy.
I hope I don't have to meet the Goths again.
Wonder how I'll feel about humanity when I'm 1800. Heck, I wonder whether there'll even be a planet. I guess it's time to drown my existential woes in blood. Howdy there, Crimson.
You're sounding a little weary there, cowboy. You getting enough to drink these nights?
Oh yeah, that ain't it. Just existential ponderings.
Maybe the murdery bits are attractive. Oh no, I'm turning into Kiayama. What do you mean turning? Okay, no, first of all, you're not turning into Kiayama. You're just acquiring a good taste, all right? That's, you know, it's okay for you to be into a based interest. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with liking someone who may be potentially a little murderous. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Fictional, of course, fictional. If you're into murderers, IRL, something's wrong with you. Go get it checked, right? But fictional characters, nothing's wrong with that. It just adds a little spice, you know, to it. It adds a little excitement, you know. You go from like regular water to like carbonate. You know, you go to like soda. You go from water to soda. You know what I mean? Like it just oh, chef's kiss, you know.
That's just my specialty. What's eating you, buckaroo?
It's this old client I got. She's been watching humanity hurting itself for 1,800 years. Every time she expected better, she got hurt. She ain't wrong to mistrust mortals.
That's a tough one. What do you do with someone like that?
Well, I tried to guide her to look inward like I do with everyone. People are people, but so is she.
How do you think she took it?
I think pretty well.
I think she appreciated the focus on her. I can't answer for all humanity, but maybe she can get answers from herself.
I think you could stand to listen to yourself, Ranchero. You could have been a mean old Dracula, and nobody would expect anything different from you. Reckon there have always been people like you, no matter how bad it's been in history.
Dang, Crimson. I can see why Andy respects you so much. You done some living, sounds like.
Death at the door can put things into perspective. I get where your client is coming from. Changing the world isn't gonna happen, but we can at least change ourselves.
I don't think that's true. The country I left definitely ain't the country I was born in.
The wheels turn a little slowly for us mortals, cowboy. Back in DC, I was trying to push policy to do something about our poverty problem. But the kind gentlemen across the street were pretty happy to make things worse. When I got my cancer diagnosis, that was my wake-up call to stop getting disappointed and start living with the little amount of time I had left.
Working at a bar is more rewarding than being a member of the bar, huh?
Not bad, cowboy. It's got its charms. Here, I whipped up something special for you.
It's a tea.
That ain't half bad. Got a refreshing taste.
Rose hips. Just a little something extra. Been experimenting with some herbals for Andy.
Guess old dogs like us can still learn new tricks. Thanks, Crimson. I think I'll hit the hay now.
You hit that hay, Desperado. I'll see you later.
Got a lot on my mind tonight. I think I need some rest. Now, what should I do to relax?
I love his coffin. It's so cozy. Like I think I would be able to sleep in this no problem. Like it's so cozy looking at it. Oh my god, there's the fucking picture. There's fucking Edmund's picture right there. Why do I have that? Anyways, like I have all these cozy books. I have all the blankets and the pillows. Actually, no blankets, all pillows. But you know what I mean? Like all these pillows, a nice little TV, this little lamp. You know, I'm kind of living it up in here. I low key wouldn't mind living this and sleeping in this myself. You know. All right, what am I gonna do? Reflect on the day with Emerson. Watch a man get his butt burned with a hot iron. Go to sleep. I'm gonna watch a man get his butt burned with a hot iron. Let me see that.
I sure am grateful that Andy has some classic cinema to watch in here.
Oh my gosh, the Three Stooges again.
Well, this is a good one.
I forgot that I could watch Three Stooges. Is this allowed? I still have no idea if it's allowed for me to watch this. Pit Boys, Larry Moe, and Shemp. Unaccustomed tailors, men's furnishing. Oh, I never know if I should watch the full episodes of these or not. Like, what if like YouTube comes in like snipes me or something? Cleaning, pressing. Alright, it's taking too long. I don't think I have the patience for I don't think I have the patience for the episode this time. Stop watching TV.
That's enough for one night. Time to visit Dreamland. Maybe I'll see my princess there.
Aw, so sweet. Never said it before, but this coffin fucks. It really does.
Samuel, my dear, I do look forward to our chats. How are you feeling tonight?
Okay, I know it said checkpoint save. I'm gonna save just to be safe. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it. Yeah, today was kind of a short stream. It wasn't quite an hour, but it wasn't super long either. You know, so it's kind of a short stream. Sorry, my throat hurts just a little bit. I feel like I think I just talk too much. I think I just like don't take care of like. Yeah, I think I yap too much, and I maybe socialize a little too much. But yeah, I think I will call it a night here. Be crazy if your save got corrupted. You're making me paranoid. I'm gonna save one more time. I'm just gonna save there. All right, we have 2 of the same save files. You know, just to be safe, just in case. Who knows? Not quite 5 hours. Yeah, not quite 5 hours. But, you know, if you, I'm kind of tempted to one day have like a really long stream day, but I don't know if I have the energy. Like, I feel like I would have the energy, but I don't know if I would, like, maybe, I don't know. I feel like, because I've never streamed up to 5 hours. I streamed like 4 hours basically, but never to 5. So I'm kind of tempted to see how long I can last in a stream, but I'm not sure, like, for what occasion. Maybe for my birthday. I don't know. I don't know if I should have a long stream for my birthday. I have to start thinking about birthday plans. Oh my god. Anyways. If you guys have any ideas for what I should do on my birthday, let me know, because I have no idea. It's coming up. You guys got like, wait, how many weeks actually? Hold on. 1, 2. About 4 weeks. I have about 4 weeks to figure out what to do on my birthday. If you do, please on a Friday. I can't stay up that late for work on workdays. Don't worry, I'll stay up on a Sunday. Don't you worry. No, just kidding. No. I'll do it on a Friday or something. I'll see. I'll have to figure out if I ever have like a long stream day. I low-key, okay, so I have an idea. But this might be a dumb idea. But I have an idea. I kind of want to have like a low stakes subathon. And okay, so I know subathons, how they work, right? Is people, the more subscribers you get, right? Like, and typically it's for Twitch, right? But the more subscribers you get, like every checkpoint kind of, you get like a prize type of thing, right? Essentially. But, and I say low stakes because on YouTube, subscribing is free, right? It's the memberships that like hurt, right? Essentially, or that you have to pay for. But I'm not monetized yet, so I can't do that with memberships. But I need to get at the 500 followers to meet a requirement to get monetized. And I don't know if it's a good idea for me to try to like speedrun that a little bit by trying to have some sort of subathon, because again, it'd be like low stakes essentially, right? Like people can just subscribe for free, right? And of course I'd still have like the goal, is it goals? What is it, like requirement goals, whatever it is? I forgot what people call them, but you know, like, so like if I got like 20 actually 20 is a lot. If I got like 5 subscribers in one stream, I'd be like, all right, I'll post a tweet or something, right? Or like you guys gotta post a tweet for me type of thing, right? Or if I were to get like 10, I'd be like, all right, I'll I don't know, I'll do something else. I can't think of an idea, you know, things like that, right? But I've kind of been thinking, like, what if I just have like a really low stakes subathon? Like, no one's paying any money, no, I don't have to worry about like anyone like spending money on me or anything or stuff like that, right? But it would potentially help me get to my goal faster. But I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know if that's like a reasonable. I feel like that sounds like a very dumb thing, but I don't know. I've thought about it. I'm low key kind of considering it. I think your final Angels of Death part was the longest stream. I think it was, to be honest. Huh, what? I vote for any game chat can whoop your ass at. What? I have to think of a game. What's a good multiplayer game? Because I don't have a lot of multiplayer. Well, actually, I might have some multiplayer games. I have to see. I have to figure out. If you guys have any ideas, maybe I think in my Discord I'll make like an idea section. So if you guys have ideas for not even just like my birthday stream, but just in general, right? Like overall, if you guys have any ideas for me to stream or to do, like you guys can suggest it. I'll probably open up a little channel in there. Donate to Ko-Fi. Got it. No. I want to have a low stakes subathon for a reason. Transform and roll out chat. Let's make this happen. No. Wait, actually no. If you want to make the subscriptions happen, okay, that's fine, right? Free subscriptions, no problem, right? But donating my Ko-Fi, don't do it. You have better things to spend your money on. Buy yourself something nice, you know. Oh, I'm sure you saw my post in the games channel. Oh wait, let me see. I did check. When'd you post? I did check earlier. Oh yes, about the rhythm game. I did see this. Maybe I'll play it. I'll have to. It's DJ Max too. Low-key, I'm a really big fan of DJ Max. Not that I've played it often, but I am a big fan of DJ Max. Maybe I will play it. The only reason I get a little paranoid about playing rhythm games, because I've thought about streaming rhythm games before on stream, but the only reason I'm a little paranoid about doing it is because if the music is copyrighted, then YouTube will like smite me, you know, type of thing. So if I do a rhythm game stream, I'd probably be like unarchived or something, so that way like YouTube doesn't give me too much shit for it or anything. And maybe in that case, if I do have an unarchived stream, I might do a rerun for it or something. But that's my only concern with like rhythm games is like, you know, sometimes they have pretty, like, for example, if I played Osu, like, I know most of those songs are copyrighted. I don't know if DJ Max, if I would get like hit with anything, right? But if I do play a rhythm game, it'll probably be it'd probably be unarchived. There we go. But I do know with rhythm games, especially Osu, because I play a lot of it, you are able to play with other people. So maybe one day I'll have a rhythm game stream where you guys have to beat me, which probably isn't hard. I haven't played rhythm. I love playing Osu, but I haven't like practiced really well in a long time. I'm sure you saw my. Oh, oops, I read that. Whoops. But yeah, okay. I think. Wait, not actually spam, of course. Oh my god, my chat went from like it lagged. It went from like no new messages to like oh super fast all of a sudden. That was weird. Okay, DJ Max is a pretty good music game and it's 8% off. I'll probably buy it just because it's on sale. Because 80% off is really good. There are some downsides, but I think it's worth it. Gonna spam the idea page with a mod tutorial so that so chat can play multiplayer. Jeez, I can't read. So chat can play a multiplayer Mario 64 through totally legal ownership. Emulation is legal, I swear. maybe. There are some to look out for, but there aren't many. Not actually spam, of course. I could try looking into it for DJ Max. Okay, no, that's fine. If oops, I hit my desk. I'll do some research too. I'll see which is the most like friendly game, like streamer friendly game to stream, like in terms of rhythm games. But like I said, if not worse case, I'll just have an unarchived stream like one day to play it and stuff like that, and then I'll have a rerun for it maybe. But yeah, I just don't want like YouTube, because YouTube's really strict. YouTube fucking. I remember I think Saf even had a story where she used like a fire, like a what was it, a fireplace like sound or something as her background sound for like ambience, and I think she got hit with a copyright strike on that. And so YouTube's scary. I don't want to mess with YouTube. Only rhythm game I'd probably suck major asses at Osu. My wrist would fold under all that. See, I play Osu Mania though, so that's with the keyboard. So so it wouldn't, I mean, it wouldn't hurt your wrist as much, but it would hurt your fingers a lot more. That would be fun. Yeah, I think maybe I'll do that. I mean, I'll figure it out. I have to see, because my schedule's busy. It's not crazy busy, but I have something being worked on that I hope you guys are excited. I wish I could tell you guys about it. It's a little project that I've been kind of working on. Nothing too crazy, but it's looking really nice so far, so I'm really happy about it. And I've been very slightly hinting at it. It's not, I don't want to say it's a major project, but for me at least it's a major project because it's something I haven't done before. And everyone who's working on it has worked really, really, really hard on it. But I don't want to say too much yet because it's a little surprise. But yeah, so I've been working on something behind the scenes for you guys, just a little something. And then I have another project that I kind of want to do. I just don't know how to go about it. So I'm gonna like get some advice from people later today, hopefully, to kind of start it. But I want to start, you know, just kind of doing more things, like bigger things. You know, I have a fear that I'm not gonna do, like, how do I put it? I have a fear that I'm not gonna like how do I put it? I don't want to say like you guys are gonna get bored of me, but you know, but I have a small fear that like I'm not gonna go above and beyond or something, and you guys are gonna get disappointed in me of like, oh well, Killer doesn't have these events, or why can't Killer do this, or it would be cool if Killer did this. You know what I mean? Like, I get like, I know that's not quite the case, but I always get nervous of like, oh, if I don't work on big projects, if I don't push myself, if I don't do these different things, if I don't keep things like active or show my appreciation to you guys, right? Like, why are you guys staying? You know, type of thing. Like, they're gonna find another streamer, and I don't know. I don't, not to vent out some of my insecurities, you know, but you know, I want to make sure I'm putting out enough things for you guys. Maybe not super often, right? But often enough where, you know, I could you guys have a reason to stay, type of thing, you know. YouTube, more like you owe me royalties. Yeah, exactly. Now my standards are low. JK. Money says either ASMR or cover. I will wait with a bated breath. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say. I was gonna say like. Actually, I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say, because then I would be saying what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna say though. It's a little something. It's like I said, it's like it's not technically a big project because it's not, but it's a big project for me just because I've never gone out of my way to do something like it. And I hope it works out. I hope it goes well. Like, I'm worried. I'm so scared it's not. But everyone who's worked on it has done such an amazing job. And once I release the thing, I'm gonna shout out like a person really hard because they did such an amazing job, basically. But yeah, I don't want to overhype it. Don't expect anything crazy. It's not like you know, it's not anything wild. I don't want to like overhype it, but in my head I'm just like, oh my god, this is crazy, this is so good, you know, type of thing, right? But yeah, but yeah, so I you know, putting all that aside, I think I'm gonna go get off for the night at least, or I'm gonna I have to find a different wording because Turkey's always like, oh, you're gonna get off for the night. But I think I'll probably end the stream off here because I yap so much that I like 10 minutes ago I was like, I'm gonna get off, I'm gonna you know, like turn stream off. Excited to see what you got planned and glad to hear that you want to try new stuff, but I also doubt I could find as awkward of an orca to have as an Oshi. Hope I'm using that word right. I'm your Oshi? Really? Hey, I'm gonna go get off for the night. Hey, you know me so well. I hate you. But yeah, I don't know. Being called an Oshi is so crazy. I don't know. I'm gonna let it get to my head. But anyways, I am going to end stream here today. Real quick, I'm gonna just go over my schedule again really fast with everyone. Let me go ahead. Let me open up my schedule. Okay. I don't have stream tomorrow or Friday. Saturday I'll be playing Goose Goose Duck. I have Duck Duck Goose, but it's Goose Goose Duck on my schedule. I have to check the time again. I keep forgetting to ask, like, oh, what time is the stream? You know. But I think I might just play it on YouTube. I know I have a lot of friends that are playing it, and they'll probably be on Twitch, but I think I'll just be on YouTube because YouTube is just so much easier to manage. I like YouTube. YouTube's fun. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end stream here today, and yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. I think it should be about it. But all right, everyone, I hope you have a good night. I hope everyone has a good rest of their evening or night, morning, twilight, everything else in between. I'll open up the idea channel in the server, so if you guys have any ideas, go ahead, let me know. And then yeah, I'll catch you guys on Saturday. Alrighty, good night. Bye guys. Bye-bye. You were hoping for a reaction out of that? 689 more days until the weekly schedule. I think once it gets close, I'm gonna push it back another however many days. I think it's like a year I can push it back. I don't think we're ever gonna get to the day for the schedule. Okay, good night guys. Okay, I know I just said goodnight, but I just want to let you guys know I do look at the chat, the live chat, like during my ending soon. I stop looking at it once I close OBS. So I do look at it. Okay, good night. Bye.